Now back to the Morning Roast with Bonte Hill and Joe Shasky.
Our parade coverage is brought to you by the San Francisco Zoo and Gardens and Zenny.
Let's go.
Eyewear for everyone. Our program director, Matt Nahigan, has got 3 fans to say, go Warriors. He's working it. Dude, I'm telling you, London, you may be out of a job. You better get your ass down here to Market Street right now.
Yeah.
Matt Nahigan's having flashbacks. He is coming for your job. He wants to be part of the movement here on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game, live here on Market Street. It's a lot of fun already. Dub Nation's coming. Man, they're up early.
Oh, yeah, they're fired up.
They're up early.
And B, this is a beautiful San Francisco day. It's crisp. It's going to get warm a little later. We're on Market Street. It doesn't smell like urine. It actually looks great. It smells like weed. I think we're feeling great today.
No, we are feeling great today. I feel great. I want one of those breakfast sandwiches, though.
Breakfast sandwiches?
Really, yeah.
Is somebody bringing us burritos?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's got it.
You and those breakfast sandwiches, dude.
I mean,
I'm kind of with you on that,
though. Kind of with me, right? What's up, baby? Dub Nation right there.
Hey, Matt, if you want to be a great producer, what's up with the little Uber Eats?
We get Lubbock down here.
Look at the
Uber
face.
Eats. Uber Eats. I don't know how to work Twitter. Uber Eats. What is that?
Who are you most excited to see today in terms of celebration? I think it's going to be Jordan Poole. He's my number one. I think Jordan Poole's going to be on a whole nother level partying today.
Well, I'm worried about Joe Lake of Deodar because he was limping out of Boston after Game 6. We had him on the set. His leg, his hip, I guess, was messed up.
Does he need to do what my dad did?
He had the Willy Wonka limp.
Oh, well, my dad had the hip surgery, and now he's feeling good.
Now he is feeling good. He was looking good, too.
Yeah, he was.
By the way, shout out to Papa Shasky, who had his retirement party Saturday.
Yeah, that was a good party.
And it was a good party.
Yeah.
And Papa
we
Shasky,
ate good, drank
he had
good.
the all-black on. He had the big face watch, the slick back hair.
The big
he had
face
the Lokes,
watch.
Dude, he had the Lokes on. Papa Shasky was in rare
Yeah,
form.
he was.
And he's retired now, so shout out to Papa Shasky. By the way, he said, Bonte, when I heard somebody was on the hotline, I was a little ticked off. He goes, who the hell got my hotline? He's like, oh, it was Bob Myers, so it was okay. He's actually a little ticked off about that.
Because he thinks that's the Commissioner Gordon line for him. He thinks that's the bat phone.
No, he'll be calling too.
Put out the signal.
By the way, Beat the Streak. There's $5.6 million up for grabs with MLB Beat the Streak. Check out the Beat the Streak daily podcast to find out which players have the best chance to get a hit today so you can get closer to becoming a millionaire. Yeah. Call out players from your local MLB team who are hot or due for a hit. Download Beat the Streak daily on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
And you know, the parade coverage is brought to you by what other than the San Francisco Zoo and Gardens and Zenny Eyewear.
Eyewear for everyone.
Eyewear for everyone. Boy, isn't it? I mean, two city boys sitting on Market Street watching the Golden State Warriors celebrate their first championship back in San Francisco, heading down Market Street. It's just incredible. Is Steph going to have the Finals MVP trophy in his hand?
Oh, there's no doubt he's going to have the Bill Russell MVP award in his hands. They'll have 4 Larry O'Briens. Actually, they'll have 7 Larry O'Briens because now the Warriors are in 3rd place when it comes to championships in NBA history.
3rd place all time.
3rd place all time.
So Lakers, Celtics, Warriors.
Lakers, Celtics,
That's
Warriors.
That's what they've entered.
Yep.
It's kind of it's
They just surpassed Michael Jordan and the Bulls.
I just can't believe that.
With their 4th championship, I'm starting to get greedy. I'm starting to look ahead to next season in a year after.
Let's get through the parade first.
Steph Curry get the Jordan number 6? I think it's possible.
At least ties talking about
to
7.
Duncan. Or 7, let's listen.
I mean, come on, let's get to 5 before we do anything, all right? We're at 4 now. Let's
do that.
You got to crawl before you
By the way, we're at the parade, and I have to bring this up.
What's that?
It's just so ironic that the Warriors are winning the championship post Kevin Durant. And you remember how last season started with the Brooklyn Nets blowing away the Golden State Warriors in the season opener, and it looked
where
like
Wiseman looked like the second best player on the team.
Yeah, no doubt.
That game?
And that game, when they got beat by 30, it was like Kevin Durant's so closer to a championship. He's going to be in the NBA Finals. The Warriors are so. And even Bob Myers said to him. Even Bob Myers said. Remember Bob Myers said? Bob Myers was like, dude. Bob Myers has said, "Oh my God, it's going to be a rough year." And like we're all thinking, remember how we celebrated when Damian Lee hit the 3?
Against Chicago.
Yeah, I know. Well, the 2-minute report came out. Tony Brothers smoked the 5-second violation and the movie screen.
And marketing got hurt and came out of that game. He was cooking the Warriors.
And they were down 10 in the 4th quarter. It's like, oh my God, it's going to be over 3. That's how far.
Jesus.
And now in Brooklyn, Kyrie
this
Irving.
truck looks like it's going to hit this van.
He's going to smack somebody. He does not care
this
at all.
This is insanity.
This is insanity. You got the minivan parked in the middle of the street.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on
there. It's Trinity Christian High School. Hey, you may want to move that van right now. It's going to get smacked right there in the middle of Market Street. We don't need that. But think about that. Right now, Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets are at an impasse. Basically meaning Kyrie's able to go look for whatever team he wants to play for.
Let's call
and they're
it
saying the Lakers and Knicks are looking at him. How far has he fallen to go from I want to go play with Kyrie Irving to Kyrie Irving basically being kicked out of Barclays Center in Brooklyn? I kind of feel bad for Kevin Durant. He's all by himself in Brooklyn, and you see where we're set up. Getting ready to watch a championship.
I know.
A championship parade, Shasky.
I know.
And Kevin Durant's all out there by himself with the Brooklyn Nets with nobody.
Well, I mean, that's
James Harden wanted to leave.
That's the fate he chose, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reality. How about the picture of, him at Chase Center where he's wearing the construction boots?
Oh,
well, they have one where he's pointing, and then the meme says, that's where they'll hang that fourth championship banner.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a pretty good meme. But the way I'm looking at it right now is like, look, Kevin Durant made his bed. He chose to be with Kyrie, and right now he's choosing for Kyrie to leave.
No doubt.
The impasse is not with the organization.
No,
the impasse is with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant wants him out of here.
Yeah,
now, Kevin Durant has ran through Russ, Harden, Steph, and now Kyrie.
Wow.
I mean, let's just call it what it is.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
I mean, you got to call it what it is.
You got to call it what it is, man. And the Warriors are celebrating the championship. Steph Curry gets his fourth. Draymond Green's on the podcast. He's on a heater. He hasn't even got started yet. We got the kids out of school.
Oh, yeah.
They're graduating. They're on summer vacation.
This is the only time they can get up before 8 o'clock, huh? Is to come to a parade, yeah. Woke up like The Undertaker.
Dude, they've got the championship hats on. Look at them. They're looking stylish. They got the shorts on.
Yeah.
They're feeling it. He's hitting the gritty.
Yeah,
what is that, the gritty right there? I mean, the kids are having a ball right now. Let's go back out to the phone lines. And Luke Man and Vallejo. Luke Man, what's happening? You're on the Morning Roast.
What's up, Luke Man?
Game.
Hey, fellas. We got the pack ready today. We got freaking Maverick pack. We got freaking Celtic pack. You already know we got the Celtic pack. And we got that boo Memphis pack, them bozos.
that boo whammer bammer in Memphis. By the way, we got the banners coming up here. The gold banners.
Oh, they look pretty cool.
Yeah,
they look pretty
7
cool.
Larry O'Briens. How about that? 7 Larry O'Brien trophies for the Golden State Warriors organization.
Number 7.
Let's go to Dre and Lamar. Our man Dre and Lamar. I think he's on his way to the parade.
I haven't heard from him since the NFC Championship game.
Well, if Dre's around here, I don't want him to be around here because he's got guns bigger than Cassine.
we might put him in security.
I got my boy Cassine over here from NBC Sports Bay Area. He's formerly
got the nice J's on.
Last year he was going through something. He said, Bonte, you don't want to mess with me, man. I got 3 plates on each side, meaning that he's lifting 3 plates on each side with ease. And I'm like, Cassine, I don't want to mess with you if you're lifting 3 plates on each side. Well, let me tell you about Dre and Lamar. Dre Lamar is lifting 5 plates on each side.
Oh, yeah, well, Dre.
He's wearing tank tops when it's 40 degrees outside. That's how you know when skis come from a different club.
Me and lifted me 8 feet off the ground. And we're
Dre and Lamar, I love you, but please don't come by because those hugs like break a rib or two. What's up, Dre? What's happening?
What up, Dre?
Hey, me and my daughter were on the way to parade.
Let's go.
What's his championship mean for you?
Was the last parade where you were hanging out in front of Oaklandish.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember seeing you. there. Let me ask you, Dre.
Yeah.
What is this? What does this championship mean for you?
Hey, this is going to be even a better time, you guys. The best team in the NBA won it all. I heard you guys going over all their seasons. The 88 season was special for the Niners. But I thought we should have won it all in 87. We had the best team. Now,
No
this
doubt
team right here with the Warriors, hey, the last 2 years, it didn't look like this was going to happen.
No.
But you know what? They came out like gangbusters, and the real key was health. And Peyton getting back for the finals was big. Them fans in Boston were rude. Hey, Warriors shut them up, and I just loved it when Steph pointed his finger when he sank that dagger 3. A lot of time left. A lot of corners to say, hey, we got it already, guys.
Oh,
What?
It was arrogance at its finest to do that in the third quarter after a deep 3 to point at his index finger saying, ring me for the 4th time. It did the night-night celebration. That came out of nowhere. He's got an array of signature celebrations, the shimmy, the sea walk he did, the weekend at Birdies in OKC.
Yes.
Night-night was pretty special
He better trademark it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, night-night is his particular celebration from here on out. I absolutely love it. Put the kids to bed.
Yeah, no doubt. And he also had the trophy hunter sweatsuit where he's saying trophy hunting.
So good.
Trophy hunting. I'm like, wait, where did that come from?
I forgot about that.
Where did that come from? Trophy hunting. Well, he's got another trophy. His trophy case right now looks so damn sexy.
Feel great.
The 4 championships. rings.
I mean,
the 4 rings.
I mean, he's going to be
the Bill Russell Finals MVP, the Kobe Bryant All-Star Game MVP, the Magic Johnson Western Conference Finals MVP, the 2 MVP awards.
Did you hear that? That's his direct deposit for all the celebrity golf he's going to do this summer. All right? That's that thing hitting right now. By the way, the Warriors, I'm just looking right now. United, Kaiser, Hewlett-Packard. Look at how many endorsements they've brought up.
Rakuten,
I mean, it's just
FTX,
incredible.
Google Cloud,
I mean,
Chase,
they're going to be
United
killing
Airlines.
it financially. I saw an article that came out over the weekend. They made $700 million
I saw that.
in revenue this year.
I saw that.
I mean, if you don't think that this team doing what they did with that stadium, reinvesting into themselves, it's just one of the most incredible business moves an organization can get. Forget sports, just business maneuvers. These guys operate at a level that's just unseen.
And you know what I love is that Joe Lacob, he invests back into the organization.
Exactly.
Into the basketball team, to where guys want to say, Wiggins was beaming from ear to ear Saturday afternoon saying, I love it here. They treat their players with so much respect. They treat the families with so much respect. We get to bring our kids on the court. We get to bring our kids on a road trip.
Yeah.
Like, this is top-notch, first-class, kind of like Eddie DeBartolo when he first became the owner of the 49ers, and they started flying first class, had their own hotel rooms on the road.
Gave out belt buckles for winning the NFC West.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, Eddie DeBartolo, that's how we treated the 49ers, and now we have our own modern-day Eddie DeBartolo and Joe Lacob. As Kyle Batson is in the building.
Yeah.
He's out here with the media pass.
With the Zennies.
With the Zennies on. Oh, yeah. No, those are pretty fly right now. Kyle Batson looks pretty good. And, you know, Kyle Batson can dress. I'm not going to lie to you. He's got the hat game on point. He looks
like he's ready to go craft beer brewing right now. Right now, just start making his own craft beer from scratch.
No doubt. And we got Matt Nahigan. What is he doing now? Is he looking at Twitter? Oh, wait, he's pointing at this.
He's salivating because he has 11,000 likes on a picture.
No, this is what he's doing. He's pointing. Bunch. Right here. Our parade coverage is brought to you by the San Francisco Zoo and Gardens.
We got to sell something.
I wear for everyone.
Joe,
but I have no glasses for you to put on.
Yeah.
Just sell it. Sell it.
I want you on the float. I want you fraternizing with the potential sponsors. Make the clothes. Make the clothes.
Matt Nahigan sent about 15 emails before this parade from Friday. I'm like, Matt, I didn't sleep on the flight from Boston. Leave me alone. Put down the email. Put down the phone.
Right as my dad's party's about to start, I get a parade update from him, and I'm looking at it like, I don't have time to comprehend this.
Go play soft toss with your kids, Matt. Please. Boston and Huddy needs you right now.
Where are your kids? Why aren't they out here?
Yeah, where are they at?
They're coming later.
Are they coming later?
Oh, yeah, they have their own float.
No, they flew out to St. Louis today.
They flew out to St. Louis? What the heck is in St. Louis?
So no wonder he's so excited. Dude damn near slept on Market Street last night. He's got no family at home.
Wifey's gone too? Wifey's in St. Louis too?
He's on a bender.
Oh, this guy's living a life. He is living life. He was stressed out. He was trying to get him out the house. That's what was going on.
Jordan Poole are going to pull all-nighter tonight.
Jordan Poole from Daly City.
It's the best. Give it to me one more time.
Jordan Poole from Daly City.
That's what BART stop I'm going to be getting off after this bad boy.
Yeah, you do get off at Daly City, huh?
Walk back into the city.
What about Geneva?
No, because it's too far of a walk. I'm closer to the Daly City one because it's right on the edge of the city's border.
Got it. Let's go to Brendan in Newark.
What up, Brendan?
What's happening? You're on the Morning Rush here on 95.7 Game.
Let's go.
I want to know if Juice is going to be out here. Anybody sees Juice? What does Juice look like? Bring Juice out here to the parade. Brendan, what's happening? You're on the roast.
What's up, guys? I am walking up to the Union City BART station I can hop on the train and get on up to you guys.
I love it. That's a long ride from the Union, but I love it. What's the BART vibe right now? Is it packed? Do you see a lot of Warriors gear on BART right now?
I'm walking up to the station now. I got people carrying lawn chairs. I got a pool noodle waving in the air. Like, people are getting ready.
All right, I love it, Brady. Get here safely. We can't wait to see you. We're here on Market Street at California Drum. Langford's going to be down here a little later. The float's going to be happening. We're going to have 95.7 personnel on the float waving at you all up and down Market Street. I'm going to miss that this year. That's a lot of fun.
What about
that's a highlight of the parade.
There goes Steph. There goes Draymond.
There goes Shasky. Yeah.
That's a drop-off.
Well, Batson, too. Batson, you going to be on that float? Oh, all right. I was going to say, man. Batson and Shasky.
Somebody's got to take bottom. Your picks.
Yeah. That float is going to be huge.
What are you doing?
By the way, I can't wait to be in studio when they show the 95.7 The Game float. Who is that? Yeah, oh yeah, that's my co-host right there, Bully. We're going to have a lot of fun. But I'm going to be in studio all day because I'm working with the great Raj Mathai. Last week, Shasky.
Oh, the greatest strut and bury in media history.
Man, you asked me last Friday, was sitting on the floor next to Bully, D. Wright, Festus, Joe Lacob, Bob Myers, Jonathan Kuminga, Damian Lee. Was that a pinch me moment?
Yeah.
And I said it wasn't. We're working with the great Raj Mathai.
Yeah.
That may be a pinch me moment.
Well, so for you it may not be, but right now this is a pinch me moment.
Okay.
As somebody who grew up here, just partying on Market Street my whole life, scraping to get by, to be able to see the Warriors have a championship parade come through and we're doing a broadcast from it.
Right.
It is pretty surreal for me. I'm going to be real with you. Although your banner is probably, or your threshold's a little higher than mine.
No doubt. But I'm thinking about Raj Mathai, and I'm like, man, this guy has 12 Emmys.
12.
He's got 12 Emmys,
Olympics.
right? Olympics. He's got high-profile newsmakers, including Kamala Harris, Governor Gavin Newsom, Colin Powell, Barry Bonds, Jed York. I'm like, this guy's co-hosting with me. Hey, Raj, you take it. You do your thing. I'm just here to chill. I'm here for the selfie.
That's a lie. I'm here for the selfie. I'm here for the big group photo at the end.
He's one of the handful of people that have run the Olympic torch 3 times. 3 times.
This is
look at Cal Matson coming through with a sound. We got sound sheet here. How about that?
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. All right, let's do this.
Wow, we're actually working.
You know what? Let's play some sound. Here.
Hang on. What do we? Whoa.
Get the soundboard. Langford, just do this. Golden State Warriors media availability post-finals. And you pull up that. We got Poole, Wiggins, Porter Jr., Payton second, Looney, and Wiseman. And we can take our pick after that. So you do your thing. But 888-957-9570. Are the Memphis Grizzlies rivals now? Like, are they really rivals?
Well, no.
Because I'm seeing a lot of noise after the Warriors are celebrating their 4th championship in the last 8 years. And now, all of a sudden, my timeline is getting hijacked by Memphis Grizzlies. So are they officially a rival to Golden State Warriors?
I don't think so. But I do think that the Warriors and Celtics could be butting into a great rivalry. I truly believe that. Will it ever be on the level of Lakers-Celtics? No. No one's saying that it will. But I do believe that if these two teams can meet again in the finals, I think this is going to be big. I do. Because when you stop someone for a championship at the very end, that's when these rivalries are forged. Part of the LeBron James narrative over the many years, why Warriors fans hate his guts, is because he stood in front of them on their chance to grasp that Larry O'Brien. So for me, I think that the Celtics-Warriors has a chance to be something special. They just have to meet again in the finals.
Yeah, well, that's why the Niners-Rams have been elevated, too.
Absolutely.
Because you know how I felt about that. I said, it's not really... the Seahawks are still the number one rival for me for so long.
Yes.
But the Rams and Niners meeting in that NFC Championship game and the Rams snapping their 7-game losing streak against the 49ers, now it's hit another tier. Now it's at the height of its powers.
Yes.
You think about the Niners and Seahawks by them meeting in that NFC Championship game back in, 2013-14, or 2014, I should say. That was at the height of his powers.
Yeah.
That's what enhanced that rivalries because they're playing for home field advantage. They're playing for the right to go to the Super Bowl. Now playing the Celtics, we may see that again. But I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at Milwaukee. And now I think the NBA is going to get its Giannis, Steph
that'd be awesome.
finals matchup next season. I really think the Milwaukee Bucks, because they're probably thinking back in Milwaukee, if we had Chris Middleton, that was our championship.
Well, wouldn't you agree that just those 3 teams, Milwaukee, Boston, and the Golden State Warriors, the brand of basketball they play and how they've built their organization and their roster around that organizational philosophy, they're very, very comparable. Like, they didn't just piece together all of these spots and have these guys and, hey, let's just try to meld the team the way the Brooklyn Nets did. I look at what Boston did. They built that thing up, and it took some time. They added Al Horford again, even though he was there prior, and they kind of added pieces to the mix, but the core was drafted. I look at Milwaukee. Their core was drafted. The Warriors, the core was drafted. Now, Milwaukee added Drew Holiday. The Warriors added Andrew Wiggins. but I think the philosophy of building from within is being rewarded in the modern NBA, and I love that.
Yep.
I think that's the way that fans want to see those teams get rewarded.
Yep, no doubt. By the way, the great Whitley Sandretto just pulled up and walked up. She's fresh out of Boston. You talk about somebody feeling themselves. Whitley is out there doing big things for our digital team here at 95.7 The Game. By the way, Dante Wiley, shout out to him. He was in Boston.
Yes.
He was in Boston at one of the games representing for Dub
I
Nation.
saw him. He's on the opposite side of the arena than me. How about that photo that I sent you, or I showed you, of me in the arena, all by myself?
I'm proud of you.
There's a photo. So basically, somebody was on the opposite end, Mary Faye. She goes, "Hey, I spot you." I go, "Spot me? How'd you spot me in the arena?"
Wait, you sent me that. I don't think you get.
I'm going to pull this one up right now.
Yeah.
It is all people in white and green, and then one guy like, "Where's Waldo?" in the bright yellow, and that is me.
I have to tell you, those first two games in Boston, there weren't a lot of Dub fans there.
No.
Game 6, though. Wow, look at that. Under the banner, under the Boston Bruins banner. You're right. Those are good seats, actually.
I'm the only one in yellow.
The only one in yellow. They're looking at you.
The entire balcony.
They're looking at you crazy. Yeah, I'm surprised you made it out alive. Look, Game 6, there was a lot of Dub Nation there. A lot of Dub fans there at Game 6 because I think they smell blood. They smell that, hey, this is done after this game. This is over. They're going to celebrate a championship. And it was. Man, it was special to see them win that championship.
What was your favorite part? What was your favorite part of the playoff run? The moment for you, because I've got a specific moment, and it's going to live in my head for the rest of my life.
For me, honestly, Shasky, Game 6 Memphis.
Really?
Those front runners.
That's a good moment. That's a good moment.
Because you know why? Because Mike Brown basically said, we're going to play our veterans for 40-plus minutes. We're going to get this rest. And we're not going back to Memphis for Game 7. We're not. And they were short-handed. Remember, Otto Porter Jr. was out for that game. Gary Payton II obviously was out for that game. He was out for that series. Didn't play in the Western Conference Final. To see the OGs and Klay Thompson wake up. To see Andrew Wiggins have a monster fourth quarter. To see Kavon Looney bring down 22 big boy rebounds. To see Draymond Green have a vintage Draymond Green game. And see Steph Curry, who struggled with his shot at times in that game, really come alive in that last fourth quarter run. To me, that was like, they got past the Grizzlies that everybody said they couldn't get past because they were more athletic. They were more they were stronger. They were bigger. And that to me felt like a christening moment for Chase Center.
Yeah, it
felt like it was it was alive after that series, after that game in Memphis. So that moment right there in Game 6 against Memphis, that was the one for me, Shasky.
All right, I'm going to go with Game 4 of the finals, and I think that was probably the easiest one to identify. I think it's one of the greatest road wins in Warrior history.
Yep.
I know that they've clinched on the road before championships, but that one changed the tide of that series. I think it cemented Steph Curry's legacy all time, and to do that in that setting, given the circumstances, and given kind of, let's be honest, Draymond gave him nothing for like 3/4 of that game. Nobody was really hitting Klay in a couple of buckets. JP was in a deep abyss at that point. That, to me, is the moment that I'm going to say that was the most special moment of the entire playoffs for me.
Well, I want to just kind of recap that day and rewind back to that day. The morning of Game 4, we're in WEEI in Boston, broadcasting the show. And after Game 3, we were doom and gloom on Thursday.
Yes.
We were just panicking. My panic meter was at the highest it's been all season because I realized how important Game 4 was. You go down 3-1 to the Boston Celtics. We're not here on Market Street. We're not here on Market Street celebrating a championship with the great Dub Nation. But Game 4, just remember that morning. It was just a cool, calm day.
Yeah, it was.
We were just breaking down the game. And I said, you know what, Shasky, the winner of this game is going to win the championship.
You did. You called it.
This is major.
I didn't think they'd win 3 in a row, though.
But I just thought if they win that game, they're going to win the series. And Chris Mullin joined us that day. And Frank Isola joined us that day. And Monty Poole joined us that day. But when Chris Mullin ended his call saying, Bonte and Shasky, the Warriors will win tonight. They will find a way to win tonight. And then we walked out that studio. And we started pointing at Celtics fans saying, hey, you're not winning tonight. We're going back to the Bay 2-2.
Yeah.
And they had no rebuttal. And they were kind of relaxed and arrogant.
Yeah,
they were sitting there saying, we got this.
They thought it was a formality.
They thought it was over. And to be down 91-86, and then 94-90. And Steve Kerr has the gall to make one of the biggest decisions he's ever had to make as a head coach, which is bench Draymond Green for a stretch in the fourth quarter to say, hey, Dre, I've got to go to the 4 Smalls and Loon lineup. And to see Klay Thompson hit a fadeaway. To see Wiggins with a putback to tie the game in 94. To see Klay Thompson hit the three at the top of the key.
That was the big one.
And then Steph Curry over Derek White to make it 194. To me, that run was everything.
Well, and to give Draymond credit, he didn't just back down. He gets subbed back in and plays some great
Played
defense.
his ass off in the last 3 minutes.
And him and Klay making that turnover at the end. Obviously, he had the strip on Jason Tatum as well. I mean, he responded to that moment. But for him to have that Game 6 that he had, Bonte, he forever gets the last laugh. That was maybe as much as the Game 7 that they lost 2016 against LeBron. I thought that was maybe his greatest NBA game.
No doubt.
Maybe Game 6 was, because that was the full Draymond Green experience.
Game 6, 12 points,
Damn
12 rebounds,
triple-double.
8 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals.
Just incredible.
He was incredible. Hit the 2 threes.
Yep.
I thought he hit the biggest jumper of the game over Robert
mid-range
Williams.
One. Yep,
the mid-range over Robert Williams with 5 on the shot clock.
Barking at the Boston bench.
Dude, it was awesome. But Game 4, you point to Game 4, that's one we'll all remember. In Boston, who knows what happens if they lose this series?
I know.
Who knows what Joe Lacob and Bob Myers does after that series? And Draymond was just in a funk. And to see them grind that game out and go back to the Bay, we knew Game 5 was a wrap. Warriors win Game 5. Really, it was a blowout. Game 5 was a blowout. I know Boston made the run in the third quarter to take the lead. Jordan Poole, bank shot at the end of the third quarter. Great. And they go away in the fourth quarter with a 10-0 run to start that fourth quarter, and they go away in Game 5. Really, Game 5 to me was a blowout. The Warriors controlled that basketball game. They didn't get to Game 6. And in that series on the road, in front of all those banners, Red Auerbach and all the naysayers in Boston saying, Curry needs one without KD. We never say that about Larry Bird needing one without Kevin McHale.
We never say that.
We never say that. No. Magic without Kareem. Kareem without Magic. Jordan without Pippen. Pippen without Jordan. Duncan without Ginobili or Parker. We never say this
you
stuff.
You are in your bag.
We never say this stuff.
No, we don't.
So to shut all those naysayers up with a Game 6 performance, but you may be right. Game 4 was the game. I'm just looking back as we're going to see all the different players come through. We're on Market Street right now. If you're just tapping in, come and see us. We're on Drum and Market. Think about the career years this year. Steph Curry, I don't think he had a career year, although I think the playoffs were about as close to a career playoff shining moment that you can have. He had a great year. He had a great playoff.
Klay Thompson having a recovery year the way he did, incredible. After not playing back-to-backs during the regular season. Probably not the greatest Draymond season, but he was really good before that back injury.
He was.
All right?
He was.
Let's go. Andrew Wiggins, career year.
All-star starter.
Kavon Looney.
Career year.
Played more games than anybody in the NBA this year. 103?
104.
Kavon Looney was
104. Kavon Looney.
Was incredible.
I want the guy back.
Oh, of course. You got to bring him back.
I want the guy back.
Well, you have his bird rights, and you can be able to sign him for whatever anybody gives. You can match. So I think he comes back.
I mean,
Gary Payton Jr. was a fringe NBA player. People were screaming about Avery Bradley. I don't hear nobody talking about that anymore.
You know, Gary Payton, a second, I was thinking about this. There's a moment last season when the Warriors signed him.
Yeah.
And he had a possession. Situational basketball. We always talk about situational basketball.
Yeah.
He played the Nuggets. They beat the Nuggets twice at Chase Center last year. And there was a game where Jamal Murray is bringing the ball up the floor. The Nuggets are rolling. And Gary Payton II picks him up full court.
Yes.
On that possession.
Yes.
And he doesn't even get a shot up. And I'm saying, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Gary Payton II. Damn, look at the way he moves his feet.
I
like
so
this guy.
Good for this team.
And you see what he does. He set the tone early this season.
Yeah.
Like dunking all over Kelly Oubre Jr.
And then going to the head.
And going to the head.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Gary Payton II. The Oubre stuff.
Think how far we've come with Oubre. My brother, during the middle of last year, why do you guys talk about Oubre so much?
Dude.
But that's where we were at as a station, talking about Oubre as a fan base, as an organization, the Warriors. Oubre.
Forget Kevin Durant. How about the decision he made? Yeah, I don't want to come off the bench.
Oh, Jimmy.
If you go to Charlotte, North Carolina, and come off the bench, and you're not even winning in the playoff. You're getting blown out in the play-in tournament.
But we're not done doing these career year things. Jordan Poole, career year thus far. He's got a long way to go. How about Otto Porter Jr., the way they threaded the needle with him? Not playing him in the back-to-backs, squeezing just enough out of him in the playoffs. This team doesn't hang a banner without Otto Porter Jr.
Not even close.
OPJ was incredible. By the way, you seen the meme that's going around?
What's that?
Wilt Chamberlain photo side-by-side with Otto Porter Jr., and it says champion 50 years ago, champion today.
And you know what? He's totally fine with that.
Yeah, he is.
He said, you can call me Lionel Richie, call me Wilt. I'm an NBA champ now. You can do whatever you want to do.
And then think about what they did this year with Moody and with, obviously, Jonathan Kuminga. Oh, they can't win with the championship core trying to bring along a bunch of young guys. Young guys had moments.
Did
they develop this year?
Absolutely.
I think so. I think they took tremendous growth forward. And to see all that championship winning that happened right in front of you, and then to not be a part of it at times, Jonathan Kuminga, that's going to be a great motivation for him moving forward.
Now, as you talk about career years, I was just pulling up Steph Curry's postseason where he shot just under 40% for the three-point line, 45.9% from the floor, but 27 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds.
27 against the best defenses in the NBA.
Yeah, 27 a game.
Oh, the best defense any of us has ever seen. He has over 30 a game.
But you talk about the young guys, right? And we're talking about Gary Payton II's impact, and dunking all over Kelly Oubre Jr. There were so many statement wins and culture wins.
Yes.
Early in the season, winning at Detroit with the Kumingas and the Moses Moody's and the Jordan Pooles, and heck, even Damian Lee stepping up, and JTA, Juan Toscano Anderson.
What about totally forgot about JTA.
Yeah, what a story. What a story. But you know what? JTA was part of the squad that planted the seeds for this season.
No doubt.
We forget about the 15-5 finish from a season ago that planted the seeds, and there was a carryover. They had to win those games down the stretch last year. Remember the 6-game homestand where they had to play Phoenix and Utah in the back-to-back, and they beat both those teams in riveting fashion?
Those are incredible.
Those are incredible games.
Right. That's a great point.
JTA, big time. Kuminga, those culture wins in San Antonio, in Miami. What about if they would have played the Heat? They would have had home court advantage because of that win in South Beach, coming out the loss to Orlando.
That was a great win.
It was a great win.
A great win against the number 1 team in the East at that time. Also, let's not forget the loss they had against Phoenix late in the season, where there was no Steph Curry, but you walked away feeling great. Remember that game?
Oh, yeah.
I think it was a Friday night on ESPN, or maybe it was a Thursday night.
It was a Wednesday night. Coming out that terrible
Friday night was earlier in the season when they won.
Coming out that loss to Phoenix. But like the Wednesday night coming out that horrendous road trip.
That was
the Miami game was the only one they won.
Yes.
They lost to Washington. They lost to Atlanta. Who else? They lost to Orlando.
They were circling the drains.
Dude, it was bad.
Well, I mean, think about just Klay Thompson. He comes back. Jordan Poole kind of loses his footing. You know, Steph Curry's shooting starts to become a problem. I mean, we haven't even touched on that. Steph Curry broke the all-time three-point record. I mean, that was its own little story in itself, and it felt like it kind of got him out of rhythm.
It did.
After, he finally gets it. It felt like we can take a deep breath. But he didn't really get his shooting groove back.
Yeah, he admitted he was chasing the record. It was on his mind a lot.
It did feel like it was kind of a big story.
No doubt it weighed on him. Let's go to Scott and Vallejo.
Hey, Scott.
Scott and Vallejo, what's happening? You're on the Morning Roast here on 95.7 The Game.
Oh, let's go, boys. I'm right here at the Hyatt overlooking Market, and I'm ready to go.
Let's go,
baby. This takes me right back. It takes me right back to 2012 when they introduced Joe Lacob at Chris Mullin retirement night. Everybody is booing him, and Mullin has to talk us off the ledge. Now look at us. Oh, who's the MVP? It's got to be Joe Lacob, Bob Myers in the front office.
I mean, the guy has
put
his
money
where
on Market.
We're right below you.
California Drum.
Yeah, we're literally, if you're at the Hyatt, we are right below you. We're sitting right here on Market Street, right where Main and Drum intersect. You cannot miss us. You see a bunch of television people all over the place.
They're getting the championship towel rally rags.
You see those yellows? Those look amazing.
The yellow rags.
Grab one of those towels, Kyle Madsen, so we can tell the people what they look like.
And we're about 3 rows deep now, 3 to 4 rows deep now here on Market Street at the parade. We're 3 to 4 rows deep, so people are starting to fill up. You want to get down here early, or you won't have a spot here on Market Street for the parade. The Warriors celebrating their 4th championship in the last 8 seasons. It's going to be a fun day. The weather's beautiful, not a cloud in the sky. Market Street is beaming right now. San Francisco even smells good. Now the cannabis has taken a break. Tyler Miller left. So there's no cannabis around here. So that's dissipated.
Well, I think a lot of the wake and bake now has turned into wake, bake, then eat, and then we're going to bake again.
Speaking of eating, who's coming down? I need a Gambino's run.
Yeah, that's a good call. Lutman, you owe us, so maybe you can grab a couple burritos on the way in.
I'll happily get you guys burritos. Where's the owing come from, though?
Well,
us granting you permission to be on our show.
Hold on. Let me check the injury report.
That was the most arrogant thing I think I've ever said.
That was arrogant.
Oh, here we go. So here's the towel. The towel says Chase. It says Champions 2022. Yeah, that's nice. Nice yellow rally tag.
Yellow print. Let's put them in front of the camera. Put them in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Those are the rally rags right there.
Yeah, it looks good. Oh, 100% cotton.
100% cotton.
Yeah,
that's important.
That's when you know it's high quality stuff.
Anna, this is the last thing. This is the last thing Anna needs in the house. You know how many of these I've had to throw away?
That's okay. These make good golf rags. Right, wipe the clubs with them is incredible.
Wipe the windows,
let's do this.
You can wipe the car. Yeah, you can do a number of things with these rally rags.
If you're bringing the kids on down, you might want to make sure that you got sunscreen just in case, because I do think the sun's going to pop its head out. Wear layered clothing. It's San Francisco. You're going to hit one block. It's going to be windy as hell. The next one's going to be super sweaty.
You know it's a big day because it's only 7:51 a.m. and the great Lucas Alexander is standing right in front of us. Lucas hasn't gotten
like
up
William Shakespeare
at 7:50 since he was in 3rd grade.
I know.
The guy don't wake up. That's why he's an afternoon producer. He doesn't wake up till 10 o'clock. All right? This guy's
boss probably told him, be here at 6, and he came cruising at 7:40.
Not only is he up, he's wearing the cleanest shoes I've ever seen him wear. It's from Vans.
Yeah.
He's got worse shoes than Lubman.
Yeah, he does.
He's got clean shorts on. They're not wrinkled.
I think that's the golf polo I gave him.
It is polo, but it's not even wrinkled. I mean, he looks like
good.
a half-decent human being this morning.
He really does.
It's unbelievable.
He really does.
I can't believe how good he looks.
Is the great Craig Alexander going to be coming down and celebrating with us today, your father?
I don't believe so.
He's not going to be there.
But
he's got Zinnies on. Or no, those are Oakleys, right? Yeah, Oakley Zinnies. He's got the hair flowing. I've never seen him look better.
I know, he does look good.
The guy might actually get a date coming out of here.
That'd be awesome.
Damn, Lucas, you look good. Smell good, too. So we're down here at Market Street.
Oh, yeah, Bub Rub.
Parade
I wonder what kind of characters we're going to have out here today.
Coverage brought
You think Warrior Mom's going to be here in the Christmas sweater?
Maybe.
I think so.
Parade coverage brought to you by the San Francisco Zoo and Gardens Zinni Eyewear for everyone. Let's go to John in Richmond.
What
John
up,
in Richmond, you're on the Morning Roast here on 95.7 The Game.
Hey. I just wanted to quickly get to the point, not waste time, but I love the show. I love you guys.
Thank you.
I just thought the last few parades in Oakland around beautiful Lake Merritt with the sun shining, it was just such a great route. I'm not bitter about it. This is Bay's team. I understand that they moved to San Francisco, but damn, I wish that parade was still in Oakland just to give us that little bit of civic pride over here, other than the multiple Oakland jerseys that no one buys.
No, actually, I see a lot. I see a kid right now wearing an Oakland Steph Curry jersey.
I see a lot of Oakland jerseys.
I mean, look, I wish they would have wore the Oakland ones while they were in Oakland. That's neither here nor there.
But they had the town ones.
No, I have the town one.
Yeah, they wore those in Oakland.
One, so it's kind of frozen in carbonite in the closet
They wore
right
those
now.
in Oakland.
Not sure I want to defrost that one yet.
How many times I've seen Steve Kerr go to the podium in the Oakland shirt?
I love that, the Oakland Forevers. But I will say this: the Lake Merritt ones, because the weather is just going to be warmer in Oakland. It's significantly nicer 9 times out of 10. You can't beat that Lake Merritt setting, especially that first championship in 2015. There was nothing like that. All of the championship parades out there were incredible. And the way that the route was, it's a little easier to sit and stand and stuff. So today's going to be congested, but it's going to be fun. I'm ready for it. It's a different experience. Look, hey, if they can reel off 3 or 4 of these, maybe they move it to across the bay.
Maybe we do it from Lake Merritt into San Francisco. We shut down the Bay Bridge. How about we just shut down the Bay Bridge?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, went out. Let's shut down the Bay Bridge. All right. Jim in South City will get you on the other side here on the Morning Roast. Now it's time for the Injury Report, sponsored by Boxer & Gerson Law Firm.
It's time for the Injury Report.
That really hurts.
Brought to you by Boxer & Gerson, Northern California's premier workers' compensation law firm, helping injured workers get their lives back for over 40 years.
Wow, the LA Dodgers are falling apart. They're already without Walker Buehler. He's going to be shut down for 6 to 8 weeks with a flexor strain in his elbow. However, the team announced yesterday that Mookie Betts will be placed on the injured list with a cracked rib. Betts is believed to have injured his rib when he collided with outfielder Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger going for a fly ball during the Dodgers' 4-1 win over the Angels last Wednesday. There's no timetable for Betts' return, which will be problematic for the LA Dodgers to end their season. By the way, the Giants won at 2-3 in Pittsburgh, PA. They won another series. That's 3 in a row.
I know,
for
they lost
Giants.
the heartbreaker
yesterday. Doubt. And the great KB Carrisburg in front, playing the role of a photographer here. What up, KB? She's getting ready for Dewey. The Injury Report brought to you by Boxer & Gerson, Northern California's premier workers' compensation law firm, helping injured workers get their lives back for over 40 years. What's coming up on the game? Brought to you by Fremont Bank, full service banking, no compromises.
Sun's coming out.
Your phone calls, 888-957-9570. The roast on a remote, live from the championship parade.
Where you at, Frisco?